We're keeping it local here on ciLiving. It may be a favorite childhood pastime, but hula hooping is a great workout for adults.
And here to get us going is Instructor Kim Leskovisek.
Hi.
Welcome to ciLiving.
Thank you.
You teach classes at Parkland.
Yes.
And so do they all involve hula hoops?
They do, yeah. There's a hoop fit and there's a hoop dance. And there is a difference between the two. The hoop fit is more of an aerobic activity and with the hula hoop on. Whereas the hoop dance, we're learning moves. If you've seen people out and about in the community, hooping is actually a big craze right now.
Yep.
Lots of dancers, things like that are getting into it. So it's just breaking down the moves. So it's an introductory level, so you can start to learn some of those moves that you see.
Yeah, and these are some very unique hula hoops, not like my peppermint scented one from back in the day, but you've actually made these yourself.
I did. Yep, most of them. There are a couple that I didn't, but yeah, most of the colorful ones that you see I did make.
The artistic expression too, and then I mean, really, hula hooping is also a way to get fit and to work different parts of your body that may not have been worked for a while.
Right. Yeah, it's a full body workout, and it's a low impact and high cardio. And it not only helps to exercise the body, but also the mind. So it's a lot of personal expression as well.
Okay, now I saw you doing it, maybe warming up or whatever, and it didn't even look like you were moving, but the hula hoop was spinning.
Yeah.
And then I tried it, and no, that didn't happen.
Well,
so what's the technique?
Well, there's a lot of different little tidbits that go into it, but if you want to grab a hula hoop, we can try it.
Yeah, of course. I'm going for the pink.
Okay, here. I'll give. Here, why don't you go for this? Here's a more masculine one.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes. All right. Wow.
All right,
These are big. Were they always this big?
So these are going to be different than your child side hula hoops. Adult hula hoops are a little bigger. Generally should stand about waist high, standing up, and they're a little heavier and they're larger in diameter. So the bigger the hoop, the slower it goes, which means the easier it's going to be.
So mine's a little bit smaller than his, so I'm going to have it tougher.
Yep. So yours is going to go a little bit faster.
Okay.
It's okay. You're in better.
You're right.
So we're going to start with the hoop around our waist, and we're going to place one foot in front of the other. Go ahead and just do whichever one you prefer. And you're going to tuck your pelvis in and keep your shoulders back and chin up. And what we're going to do is we're first just going to give the hoop a spin, and we're just going to let it fall to the floor. Gosh. There you go.
Well, okay, so, and make sure you have a good idea of what's around you.
Yeah, that's
the circumference of this is
an
larger
obvious
than you
hooping
think.
problem that happens, but so you kind of felt how the hoop stayed up by itself for a little bit.
Yeah.
So what you're going to do is you're going to have a couple power points that you push into. So if we're putting one foot in front of the other, our front hip is going to be our front power point, and our back hip is going to be our back. So you're going to bend your knees, and we're just going to weight shift basically back and forth. And that's what's going to keep the hoop in motion.
Okay.
And when we switch feet, then the power points will shift.
Oh.
Okay.
So let's
supposed to actually make that
I'll
work.
demonstrate.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, good show us
Quick.
how
How
it should
about
be done.
that? So we're going to go ahead and give it a nice even spin, and then we just
Back
weight
and
shift,
forth,
back and forth. And then you can switch feet.
Oh, that's level 2.
Tricky.
All right, ready?
I'm afraid I'm going to hit someone now, but I like it.
All right.
Okay, back and forth. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
There you go.
See, mine is smaller.
Oh, and you're going. Oh, man.
And I'm going to switch legs. Oh, I switched legs.
You're going. Oh.
Back and forth.
Go, Heather. She gave it up. That's good, though, right?
That was awesome.
And what else? It takes the concentration in the center.
Right,
too,
and then taking the class, you'll learn easier techniques on how to keep the hoop up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So with the fit class, we're going to do exercises with the hoop. So with the hoop on the body and off the body, we'll be doing things like squats and plies and arm lifts.
Wait, you can
things
squat
like that.
while you're...
Yeah, well, you can.
I'll let you do
No, well, I
I
don't think I can keep it up.
squat while hooping.
Yeah.
Ow.
Look, okay, now... Whoa. Yeah.
And then
It's harder than it looks.
So you got to keep your legs apart when you want to do the
it's
squatting one,
a
I
lot
guess.
easier to do that, and then you can move down into more of a plie.
Oh.
And real quick, we're running out of time, so I just want to talk. There's hula dance too,
Yes,
right?
the hoop dancing, you learn moves like how to take it on and off the body. So, for instance, one of the foundation is that spinning in a circle while dancing, and so that makes the hoop go slower. And then we do things like taking it off the body.
Oh, wow!
And
nice.
then putting it back down and back up.
Ooh,
This is just a sample
awesome.
of what you can learn at Parkland in Kim's class, and we can just check you out online.
Yep, you can check it out at parkland.edu, and classes start April 1st and 3rd.
All right, awesome. Thanks for the tips on the hula hoop.
Yeah, it was
You're very
fun.
welcome.
If you would like to sign up for these classes at Parkland College, go to ciLiving.tv. Up next, we're revealing what's for dinner and all those Irish-inspired dishes.
It is. You want to taste it. We've worked up an appetite. We'll be right back.